watching this video, then you're probably an educator trying to get your certification, just like I was at one point. And before I jump into this video, I want to direct you guys to my other video, how to pass your praxis, because I had to pass my Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Teaching with Tenia. I'm actually in my dorm because it is so cold outside. It's supposed to be almost the end of April and it's still cold outside. It was supposed to be warm outside and then it's freezing cold and they have the AC on in my dorm. So this is what we're working with today, this big coat, but I feel so comfortable and I'm so glad you're watching this video. So let's get right into it. This video, then you're probably an educator trying to get your certification, just like I was at one point. And before I jump into this video, I want to direct you guys to my other video, how to pass your praxis, because I had to pass my semester before I even got into the teaching program, just to make sure all my basic skills were taken care of. So I had to pass the praxis, so I did a whole video on how to do that as well. However, in this video, I am talking about the PECT, which is the PECT, the Pennsylvania Educator Certification Test. And this is once you get further on into your program, once basically you're about to graduate like I am. I had to take this test to make sure I could get certified and report the scores back to my institution. And then they report to the Department of Education that I can be certified as an educator. But this test was a lot easier than I thought, and although the scoring may be a little weird, which I'll get into, it's basically everything that you've learned hopefully throughout your educational process. I'm going to go through each module one by one and explain what they are and how to study, because I will give a bunch of other resources like the actual practice test, all those things down below that help me study and pass my test as well. First test, or I should say module 1, is about 45 minutes long. Of course, you can take more time. Well, you can't take more time than that, but you can take less time than that. If it takes you 45 minutes, great, but usually it shouldn't take you that long. But if you're reading the questions, rereading, triple checking your work to make sure you pass these exams, then it may take you 45 minutes. And this test is more $56, and it is more like developmental, what you learned through probably your educational psychology class, and then maybe your developmental class through how students learn, or just the development of humans process, what to learn at what months, for example, questions like field questions like that. This test is $56, and if you take them individually, I took my test all together, but if you want to take them individual, that's another option, and there's a price altogether option, and there's a price individual. But this test is $56, and it's more on their development and developmental theories, and basically how to apply a theory to a situation. I would say is how to study best for this test. I think it was common knowledge, but then some of the answers were like a little too easy, and I was like, wait, did I get that right? Did I not get that right? So yeah, this is more like developmental theories, and you could just study with this module 1 on the practice test down below. Module 2 is also $46, so if you take individually, like I said, $46 will be the price you'll be paying for module 2. And this test is 75 minutes, so you have a max 75 minutes. They will have a timer literally clocking down your time, and I usually try not to look at the timer, but it's like kind of hard because I feel when I'm under pressure and I have to read and comprehend and answer correctly, that just overwhelms me. So I try just to lock in on what I am, the question and answer choices, so that I can go ahead and zero in and get the right answer, because I do get overwhelmed very easily, especially on timed tests. But in module 2, this is more like ELA reading style stuff, and how you will teach students to learn how to read, and also if they're struggling, different field questions like that. Like I said, this is $46 and 75 minutes. Of course, you can take less than 75 minutes. And I forgot to mention, all these modules 1, 2, and 3 are multiple choice. So you don't have to do any short answer. It's just A, B, or C. Which one is the best answer or best fits that situation. So module 3 is a 90-minute test, and this test is $53. They might change the pricing depending on the year and whenever you're watching this, but yeah, it was $53 if you want to take it individually, and this is more math related content and maybe some classroom management or strategies that they want to see how you will best handle the situation if a student is struggling in math or whatever. They want to see if you have a good grasp on your math concepts as well. So to pass, there is a certain score for each of them. For module of 197, for module 2 and 3, you need the score of 193 to be either considered pass or not pass, or pass fail, whatever you want to call it. And those scores can be like composited. If you ask your institution of what they're looking for, may be different from what the state is looking for, but as long as you get a certain score, they will be able to composite it. So you only need to take the PECT in Pennsylvania if you're getting certified in grades pre-K through 4th, then you will need to take these exams or tests so that you'll be able to pass. And so I gave you the individual prices, and then all together, if you want to take it all in one sitting, the price is $131. As of right now, the price is $131 if you want to take them all together. And if you haven't watched my things I wish I knew before majoring in education, I didn't know you had to take all these tests. But hey, you live and you learn, and I still want to be a teacher, so I'm going to take these tests. And I hope that you guys will be able to pass these as well. Speaking of passing, which I know you will, I need you to go ahead and take the practice test down below. The practice test, I'm getting into things that helped me study and pass, was the practice test. The practice tests were very similar to what was on the actual test, and going through those questions, and also because it's so much content, like it's a wide variety of things to study, going back through my classes that talked about developmental theories or the way kids developed in their brains, which was like my ed psychology class, going through that material, which will, of course, you have to take those classes, and just to keep all your material together so you know when it's time to take these tests, you have everything that you could possibly need to study, going through the theorists and going through concepts, or how to teach reading, ELA, literacy, and then thinking through some concepts. I think that helps with the content of it, but then like the teaching practices part, basically classroom management will be the best strategies to help this student, will be your best bet. I will go ahead and link the materials, how to sign up, all that for the test down below in the description box, so be sure to check those out. And yeah, I hope you do well, and this is like the last test you really need to become a certified teacher, and then you can really transfer your license to any state. And I just wish you guys all the best, and don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.